Can you hear me?
Hey everybody, it's Kirk!
Hi, Kirk!
Just wanted to take a minute to let you fine folks know where you can contact us. You can find us at Twitter at Haunted Log. You can also find us on Discord at the Haunted Log Podcasts. Our email address is btspodcast@yahoo.com. If you like what you hear, maybe think about giving us some of your hard-earned loot. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/housebts. Hope you guys enjoy the show.
Good evening, and welcome to the Haunted Log Old Time Radio Midnight Theater presents The Fantastic Four. This is a short-lived radio play from 1975 starring Bob Maxwell as Reed Richards, Cynthia Adler as Susan Storm, Jim Pappas as Ben Grimm, Bill Murray as Johnny Storm, and Stan Lee as the narrator. These are based off of the original issues of The Fantastic Four by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And tonight we are doing issue number 4, Prisoners of Dr. Doom. I'm not sure that's what the series called it, but that's what the original is called, so we're going to go with that. And they are the Prisoners of Dr. Doom. So, like I said last episode, this is my favorite story from The Fantastic Four, like the original issues that Stan and Jack did, because it's super weird. And I'm going to be joined tonight by
Kirk,
Ryan,
from the It's Too Wordy podcast, and we are going to discuss what we feel about this episode after we get done listening to it. So everybody sit back and enjoy the show.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air. From the annals of the world's greatest comic magazine come the adventures of the Fantastic Four. This week, our fabulous foursome will encounter the dreaded Dr. Doom. And we'll begin our story in just half a moment.
This time, the fabulous foursome face their most evil foe. They don't know it now, but Dr. Doom could be one of the immortal escapees from Pandora's box. And if you don't believe me, bring your skeptical little ear a little closer so you don't miss a drop of this adventure.
The Fantastic Four. They are but mere pawns in my hands, and it is time to let the phony foursome feel my might. Only I, Dr. Doom, have the power to defeat them.
We'll leave Dr. Doom for now and whisk your imagination to the heart of New York City as towering skyscrapers empty their working day population into the streets. One by one, the lights flicker out, except those at the top of the Baxter Building, the headquarters of the Fantastic Four.
Wow, this is neat.
what are you reading, Johnny?
A great new comic magazine. Hey, look, doesn't this monster remind you of Ben?
You mean our own bashful blue-eyed thing?
Oh, yeah? Give me that, you squirk.
Hey, that's my book.
I'll teach you to compare me to them comic book monsters.
Look out, Lumpy. It might get too hot for you.
Yeah! You little punk. I'm gonna get you this time.
Flame on.
Come back here, you matchstick.
Come and get me, big boy.
And when I do...
Knock it off, thing.
And this ought to cool you off, little brother.
Sis, we were just having a little fun.
Fun? The two of you won't be satisfied until you have pulverized each other.
What's the matter with us? Whenever we aren't fighting it out with some enemy of mankind, we're fighting amongst ourselves.
Skip the lecture, big shot. I don't need you to tell me.
Reed!
Who turned out the lights?
Impossible. We have our own generator here.
Then how?
For the answer, let us look to the sky.
Soon this electrified wire mesh will completely enclose the headquarters of the Foolish Four, and they will be at my mercy. No one can escape my web. Fantastic Four, heed my words. This is Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom? I thought he was dead.
You are my prisoners, all of you. If you wish me to spare your lives, you must do exactly as I say. Prepare yourselves.
It really is Dr. Doom. I recognize that voice.
Who is he, Reed?
Yeah, who is this creep?
Years ago, back in college, there was a student named Victor Von Doom who was fascinated by sorcery and black magic. He was a brilliant science student, but only interested in forbidden experiments. Then one night, he went too far and conjured up powers which even he could not control. He managed to escape with his life, but his face was terribly disfigured. The last I heard, he was prowling the mountains of Tibet, seeking the secrets of the netherworld. And now he...
Fantastic Four must send up Susan Storm. She shall be my hostage. I'll give him an answer. First I'll snap this puny net of his like I'll snap his... Listen, Gloom. You ain't getting Sue. If you want us, you're gonna have to come down here and get us.
I've got to go up to him, Ben. It's the only way to bring him out in the open.
Sue's right. We can't just scare him off. We have to defeat him. There may be more than just the four of us at stake.
If you are sending her out, shoot a flare. I will deactivate a section of the net. Good. My plan is working perfectly.
Dr. Doom must have vast powers to dare challenge the Fantastic Four. When I draw him out, we'll see what those powers are. I am ready, Dr. Doom. I shall be your hostage. But you will regret defying the Fantastic Four.
Look, he's taking Sis aboard his copter.
Now that I have the girl, you must all board my ship. Fire a flare signal when you are ready. Give me that flare gun. We're going on his ship, and then we're going to take him. They accept my terms. I knew they would. Reed Richards could not resist. Just the flip of a switch, and they will be mine.
Holy smokes, Reed. Dr. Doom's net turned inside out, and it...
That's turned into some kind of cage. What does Doom think we are?
He must be a real wizard at inventing things.
He is an evil genius. We must never underestimate him.
Then, with a sudden, unexpected surge, Dr. Doom's helicopter blazes through the sky at an unbelievable speed.
We will reach my castle in minutes.
And in less time than it takes to describe it, Doom's craft has landed, and he's escorting the four to the dreaded Doctor's laboratory.
Sure is spooky.
I'm sure we're safe until Dr. Doom gets what he wants.
Yeah, and then I'm going to give it to him. Now I will describe your mission. If you carry it out successfully, I shall reward you by returning the invisible girl and sparing your lives. If not...
Talk fast, Doom.
Yeah, what's the story? I have successfully developed the most incredible invention of the age. A space-time travel device. With it, you shall go centuries into the past, and then return to me with the treasure chest of Blackbeard.
What? You don't mean...
Why don't you go get it yourself? Or I must remain here to operate the device.
Wow. Chance to visit the past.
What if he never brings us back? I have to bring you back. How else will I get my treasure?
Doom, if we don't return, you must promise to release Susan.
Done. I only wanted her to lure you here. And now...
What's that button?
It must be the space-time travel machine.
Right you are, Richards. You mean we've been standing in it all this time? Yes, and you are to return within 48 hours with the chest of Blackbeard's riches. Do not fail. Now they are gone. Gone to bring me the gems which contain all the powers of the universe.
Look, it worked. Look where we are.
You mean when we are, Johnny, and we've got to move quickly. First, we'll get some clothes to make us look like we belong here.
Reed, over there.
I'll steal these clothes and sworn they're mine.
You miserable dog. You swore you'd give on to biggie with me.
They're mine, they're mine, I'll tell you.
I tell you they're mine, so do you want to make something of it?
Yeah, look out, it's a devil incarnate. I'm never going to steal again.
This is perfect. A whole chest of boots and pants.
And look at this shirt. I feel like a real swashbuckler.
Let me disguise you too, Thing. A fake beard, this hat, and an eye patch. There.
Take it easy, Bob. I don't want to suffocate in this monkey suit.
Say, you look like the real Thing.
Don't get smart, Matchstick. But say, this does feel pretty good.
And so disguised, Reed, Ben, and Johnny begin their search for the treasure of Blackbeard. What better place to begin the search than in a local pub?
Morning, matey. Hey, what do you say we hustle a couple of these barmaids?
Forget it, Thing. We've got to find Blackbeard and his treasure.
Right. So let us think.
Methinks those three would be good additions to make room.
Aye.
Feed 'em some grog. That'll put 'em to sleep. And be quick about it, love.
Aye, aye. Refresh yourselves, gentlemen. This round is on my master.
Why, thank you.
The service is pretty good here.
And this beverage really quenches my thirst.
Tastes good, too.
Gosh, Reed, I'm getting a little sleepy.
What's the matter, kid? Can't you hold your beverage?
I think they put something in this.
I feel a little woozy. It's done. When they awake, they will do my bidding.
Hours later, the Thing is first to awaken.
Women scuttled.
Slowly, silently, he looks about, only to find that they're locked inside the musty hole of a pirate ship.
This'll be easy.
While above deck,
Get the prisoners and put them to work and be quick about it, you slimy
Since
bum.
when do you give the orders around here, Mr. Splinty?
I'm as fit to command as any.
I'll show you who gives the orders around
Oh,
here.
you will. Stand away. All right, boy. Break it up.
Who's dare?
I dare. And I'm going to make something of it. Bite off a little more than you can chew. I might die. All right.
You know, Johnny, I kind of feel sorry for those pirates.
Yeah, only 12 of them against one thing. Go get them! Look out! That pulley just missed you, Reed.
Came from up there. That wasn't very sociable of you, mister.
Mutineers, be ye. A taste of me blade will fix you.
Oh, yeah? Flame on.
That's a good name for it. We're being attacked.
To your battle station.
Okay, come on.
It's another pirate ship.
Good. Maybe it's Blackbeard.
See her through this glass? She's loaded with treasure.
It could be Blackbeard.
This could be the fight of our lives.
You hear that, you swabs? We're all in this together, you understand? Aye. You guys do just what we tell you.
Step aside, mates. I'll warm them up a little first. Flame on. Hi, fellas. I heard your fireworks. That's just a sample. Now I'll turn on the steam.
Okay, Thing. Johnny set up his steam screen. Let's go.
How are we going to get over there, big brain?
Like
This.
I like there's a bridge between the two ships. Now hurry up. I can't hold it here all day.
Come on, you swine.
Hurry up, Thing. My back is killing me.
It's clobbering time. Huh? What are you talking about?
Blackbeard? But they're talking about Thing.
Amazing. I understand it now. Ben is Blackbeard. We came back in time to find him and his treasure.
Wow. All this stuff.
It's all yours, Thing. The men have chosen you as their leader.
Kind of looks that way.
This is terrific. We came here to find Blackbeard's treasure, and it's been ours all the time.
But it won't be for long. Dr. Doom sent us here, so if he wants it, there must be something evil in it. We let the men divide the booty. And as we promised, we'll return to Dr. Doom with Blackbeard's treasure chest.
And the time is nearly up. But how will Dr. Doom find us to bring us back?
You two guys can go back if you wanna, but I like it here, and I'm staying.
Reed, he actually likes being Blackbeard.
But you can't stay here, Thing.
Why not? The future in the 20th century holds nothing for me. There I'm nothing but a monster, a freak. Here I'm somebody, a leader, a man, a captain. I'm the guy who started the legend of Blackbeard. Kids will read about me at school someday. I ain't giving this up.
and at that instant, across the gulf of centuries, a wrinkled hand reaches for the control panel.
They have had enough time to get my treasure. They have failed. They shall all die. Ahoy, mate! There's something up in the sky.
Doom space-time warp brought us here, and it'll take us back. There's nothing anyone can do about it. We've got the chest, and now Doom wants us.
I can't move. This force field has paralyzed me.
Don't fight it, thing. We're about to return to the 20th century.
Doom's gadgets are really incredible.
Yeah, and wait till I get my hands on him. Ah, my three emissaries. You have returned as I knew you would.
Oh, yes, Dr. Doom, and we have Blackbeard's treasure chest.
Good. With the gems in that chest, I shall have mastery over the world. They originally belonged to Merlin, the ancient sorcerer. He gave them mystical powers to make their possessor invincible. And now that power is mine. Break it open. What? Tricked. I've been tricked. And that's not all you're gonna be, Buster. I'll fix you. Ah, there's nothing there.
A hologram.
Of course, you fools. I'm in my hidden master control room, a room from which which I shall now press a button draining the air from your little chamber. Farewell, forlorn for. No one can betray Dr. Doom.
He's forgotten about me. Being invisible, I can edge up on his control panel. So many different gadgets here. Space-time, warp locator, shrinking ray aim activate. There it is. And it's opened the escape door. Then if I can reach the others in time.
I need air.
Hang in there, boy.
Save your breath. Maybe it can break through the floor. Here.
I hope I'm not too late. Now, where's the switch? There.
The door is opening.
I can breathe.
Sue, it's you.
Oh, I prayed I'd find you in time. Doom is temporarily out of action in his master control room. While I was up there, I got a look at his control panel. He's got a shrinking ray.
This is worth looking into.
Where's his control room?
Out that door and down the stairs.
We'll have to be careful. He's probably got every inch of this place wired.
Flame on. I'll scout around and meet you there.
He'll be recovering by now.
Sue, you'd better be invisible, just in case.
I hope he's in a bad mood.
And within minutes, Reed, Ben, and an invisible Sue Storm reach Dr. Doom's master control room beneath his castle stronghold.
It looks like Doom is split.
Be careful, Johnny boy.
Yeah, that Doom creep could be anywhere.
Look at all the stuff he's got here.
What's this device over here? It must be some kind of laser projection system.
That's how he appeared to be in the same room with us when we returned.
This is the control panel over here. It's got 1 million dials and switches. One here called a hypersonic detector ray.
This whole wall's for programming that computer robot.
He's got controls here for a shrinking ray.
Let me see that control panel. Look, he's got this whole place bugged and booby-trapped.
I don't see how we got past all his defenses.
You have not gotten through them. You are trapped in one. This is my incredible shrinking ray gun. Oh, yeah? Well, I got the control for it right here. I, too, have a control for it, gargoyle, and I can aim it.
So what? You can't get all of us at one time.
I can broaden the beam, and by setting the intensity to full force, reduce you all to 1 virgin trillion of your original size.
What?
And you will be so small that 1 atom is a solar system, and people live on planets that we call electrons.
Oh, no, you don't.
Where'd she come from?
Good work, honey. Doom, this ray is pointed straight at you, so you'd better not try any funny stuff.
Let me give it to him, Reed. You'll never take me. I call on the ghosts and spirits of Carcosa. You have cheated me out of Baron's gems, but I still have the powers of the underworld. You shall pay for your deceit with your lives, Carcosima. You can forget that mumbo-jumbo, Dr. Doom.
You got it. I can feel myself getting smaller.
That shrinking ray really works.
Of course it works.
Look, those creatures he conjured up are dissolving.
As he shrinks, his powers are decreasing, too.
Don't just stand there. Do something. Don't let me do this.
But there is no time. The ray is so fast-acting that within seconds the figure of the dreaded doctor is fading from sight like a stone dropped into a canyon, and soon he has completely disappeared.
What a way to go.
You may have been a little hasty on the trigger there, Ben. We could have...
What? That creep was bringing up the devil himself to do away with us.
Well, at least you could have warned him.
He did the right thing.
I guess it's irrelevant. Doom is defeated, and that's all that really counts.
We better call the commissioner and get this place boarded up. If all these evil inventions fell into the wrong hands...
Don't worry about that, sis. A couple of fireballs ought to do the job. Then nobody, not even Dr. Doom, will be able to use these things.
That's a good idea, Johnny.
Well, you better let us get out of here before you go playing around like the 4th of July.
Come on, Sue.
Best way to do this would be to burn from the top down. I'll go out with you and lob the fireballs over Doom's moat.
Hey, Reed, what's a virgin tillion?
Tune in again Monday and witness the Fantastic Four, Prisoners of the Puppet Master.
All right, guys. Well, that was my favorite episode, so what did you guys feel about it?
Best one yet.
Best one out of all 4 of that.
It had the best characterizations so far.
Yep.
You get to learn a little bit more about Ben Grimm, more about his personality. He's not just the lumbering jerkwad that he has been like the last 3 episodes.
Yep.
I think that's what actually made it better, was he didn't sound like a complete putz the whole time.
Right. My favorite part was when he was like, I just want to be normal and girls can smile at me. And it's like,
yeah.
And Johnny's like, you couldn't even get a girl if you looked like Robert Redford.
Yep. And he's like, come on, big boy.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, Bill Murray's coming into his own, too.
And did you notice when he says flame on, he actually puts a little emphasis on it?
He put a little emphasis on it when he said flame on. I'm like, finally!
Finally, yeah.
Took how many years for them to hear this to turn around and start doing the flame on right?
Yep.
There's a scene in the beginning where they're in the Fantastic Four, the Baxter Building, and Johnny Storm is reading a comic book, and they don't bring up what issue he's reading, and he's comparing Ben Grimm to the Hulk, because he's reading the Hulk #1, and that brings up later on where they actually go to New Mexico and meet Bruce Banner and fight the Hulk.
Next episode, right?
Is that next episode? No, it's not next episode. We're back to one of the Z list.
All right, so the next one is Prisoners of the Puppet Master, and then 6 is Meet the Incredible Hulk.
Okay, so they're taking them out of order from the original issues.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one is the Puppet Master?
Yes.
Yay!
I love Puppet Master. You get to meet Alicia Masters, which is pretty cool.
So this is the first appearance of
Alicia and the Puppet Master.
Ben Grimm's wife?
Yep.
Sweet.
They do an okay job with her. We'll talk about that next one.
Next week.
Hopefully she's better than Invisible Woman.
We'll see.
I really like the guy who voiced Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
He didn't
really good.
sound like a Japanese Italian like Namor.
It's what I did picture when reading Doom.
Yeah.
That kind of a voice.
That's what I think of.
And I think that they nailed that one perfectly.
Yeah.
Pseudo-Romanian.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's a part in here where they're talking about Dr. Doom's origin, about being in college and studying the dark arts. And it's like, why is Reed Richards friends with this guy? He's a genius who's in his room practicing black magic.
Well, didn't they make that in the movies too?
Yeah.
They used Victor as their friend.
Yep.
It's like...
There's one part where he burns his face off in the experiment.
Yeah.
And he travels to Tibet. So was he looking for...
Bruce Wayne?
The ancient one that Doctor Strange tried to find?
Possibly.
I kind of wonder. Or does he run into Mordo? And...
Well, he was trying to get Merlin's loot. So.
Right. That was the funny part, right?
Yep.
So apparently Blackbeard has Merlin's treasure chest.
I guess.
And time travel in this does not work like time travel would work. Dr. Doom has his time travel device is a platform where they can stand on and it travels them back in time. But apparently they have to be in the exact spot at an exact time or they'll get trapped in the past.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, you got 48 hours from my time.
My time.
Like Doom's time.
Yep.
Not 48 hours but it's 48 hours for both.
Yeah. Sue gives herself up so easy to Victor. I'm like, oh, you like a little bit of Doom, huh?
Yeah, she does.
You want a piece of Doom.
She just likes
powerful men.
Powerful men. Yep.
I was like, damn, no, I must go up there. If I was Reed, I'd be like, what?
When they get shanghaied in the bar. You picked the wrong 3 guys to Shanghai and put in a boat.
Yep.
It's just like, dude, seriously? How? You're going to use poison from 1880, maybe 1860s, on a guy who's rubber, a guy who can turn into fire, and one that's made out of rock, and it's going to work on them?
No.
But still, you picked the 3 of the worst guys.
Yep, you did.
Probably hoping they get diarrhea or something from drinking.
Great, you got dysentery.
But it's funny because if you think about what happens after Civil War, in this, Ben wants to stay behind because he wants to be a leader of men.
He doesn't want to be.
He doesn't. He's a legend, right?
He doesn't want to be.
He was respected.
He doesn't want to be the thing.
So he wants to stay there. But after Civil War, he stays on the battle planet or battle world by himself.
Secret Wars.
Yeah, Secret Wars. What did I say?
Civil War.
Civil War. No. Well, after Civil War, who knows what happens? But
Secret Wars was after Civil War, so that worked out.
There you go.
But in Secret Wars, he stays behind and leaves the Fantastic Four and stays on Battle World.
Yep.
And decides to come home and just travel the world. So it's kind of like, does he ever really want to be part of the Fantastic Four?
I don't think he does.
I don't think he ever has.
He doesn't. He just wants to be human again, from what I'm gathering.
Right.
I think the only reason he wants to be around them is just because, even with Johnny giving him crap and everything all the time, they're the only ones that are really accepting him. They're not running from him constantly.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many more episodes do we have to hear? Let's report this to the commissioner, because they did it in this one.
They did, but I don't think it's very much. I think this might be the last time you hear the word commissioner.
I love the flare.
Yeah. And the way that Dr. Doom traps them with an electrified net around the entire building, and he's got a Doom copter.
Yo. Totally 60s, man. Totally 60s.
Could be worse. Could be the Thanos copter.
Yeah.
That's pretty stupid.
Yo. What does Thanos need a copter for?
Talk to Jim Starlin. Who knows?
Well, Spider-Man had the spider buggy. They needed something.
Oh my god.
Toy marketing. Come on.
Sells toys.
But I don't know. I like this episode. I think it's one of my favorites.
I really enjoyed it.
It is definitely one of my favorites. It seemed like the cast finally kind of got it figured out a little bit.
Yep.
And they interacted appropriately.
It didn't
feel like it was
so robotic.
Yeah.
It started acting like it was like a real cast, and
this is like when you asked before, like, is it going to get better? And I think from this point on, it actually does.
I'm not a fan.
Most of them do get better.
The Puppet Master, but I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, I like Puppet Master because he's an asshole.
Bigger asshole than the guy who named himself Mr. Fantastic.
No, he's pretty almost on par, but not quite there. At least Reed Richards is okay with women.
Yep.
Like Puppet Master is not.
Oh, great.
Especially with Alicia.
So I gotta listen to it now. I'm gonna listen to it on the way home.
Don't call me father. Anybody got anything else? No?
No.
All right. So.
Getting better.
Yeah, it's hard to find anything to kind of pick at. And I mean, it's just getting better.
Yeah.
And they do get better as you keep going. It's well worth continuing listening to.
So, yeah.
All right. Cool. It's been Nick.
Kirk.
Ryan.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
See you guys.
See ya.